A classic cheat found in Vegas happens when a player tries to swap or introduce cards from outside the game. Insiders call it card mucking. Here, the aria has a mucker in its crosshairs.
And card mucking is when a player brings a card in to make sure that he wins, and then he's got to get the bad card out again.
So what they'll do is their hand will be flat on the table. So the other hand moves around and works, and they're drinking their drinks, and they're picking their nose, scratching their head, and this hand works. This hand can't work, though, because there's a card under it.
Because each casino has its own proprietary card design, for the mucking to work, the cheater needs to acquire specific cards with the same design and logo. This is often done by sneaking them off one at a time or having an insider who works at a casino steal an entire deck for them.
You can see the guy's manipulating the cards in a strange way. When he reaches into his jacket, though, we start to think something might be wrong. Now we see that the card has left our field of view. We can't see it. It's obscured by his hand. Now his hand is attached to the table. It's a perfect example of a flat hand as a tell.
Another cheat casinos watch for is known as card marking.
We deal our games face up when we can, and the reason for that is game protection. If the cards are face up on the layout, the players aren't allowed to touch them. Therefore, they can't mark them, right? Well, that's not right, because we've got video of a guy right here who's marking cards face up. And he just made a mark. His bet loses, he comes out with $100. While he does it, though, he notches the card. He had a piece of glass attached to his thumbnail, and he was hitting the card every time he collected a bet or he put out a new bet. So he touches the card and marks it with that piece of glass.